GreenTexts thread, High School Uni Edition. I'll start with my high school race war. Be me. Freshman in high school. Sleeps in classes, but somehow doesn't fuck up grades. Went to take a piss during geometry when I saw a Brazilian and two white guys ganging up on a Cuban. I'm also Cuban. Hispanic pride.exe. Breaks up the fight. I was twice the height of one of the white guys, and the other two were twigs. Brazilian tries to grab my neck. Tossed him into a locker, and he falls to the floor. Not getting up, but not unconscious, as I see him pecking as I handle the others. One guy flees, while the other punches my jaw. Unyielding rage.jpg. Knock him to the floor, kick his dick in, and walk to the bathrooms. Turn around. Say anything, and I'll kill your asses. And don't you dare touch any of my lads again. Feeling autistic as hell for that. I took a piss, washed my hands, and walked back to class. My first one they don't really tell anyone. My first one I got off scot-free. Sophomore year. Begin to notice a full-on race war tension after bro from earlier told his bunnies about how I defended his ass. Praised as a hero to Hispanics, and I'm respected by the Eurofrags and niggers for sticking out to the Brazilian. Brazilians aren't as happy. Shove me in the halls, try to trip me, minor shit. Second semester, history class, where I sit in the middle. Around me are 3 Brazilian guys who despise me, 2 Hispanic girls, one thick as hell, the other an actual land whale, a studious redneck girl, shocking right, and a new Venezuelan guy, who doesn't speak a word of English. Venezuelan has a seizure. Class is evacuated, except for me and one Brazilian, due to me knowing how to handle seizures, doctor in the family, and Brazilian was left to translate. 2 different languages, but whatever. Guy comes too, thanking me in Spanish, while Brazilian guy keeps telling him to relax in Portuguese while flipping out. What the fuck, that text? Waiting for paramedics, me and Venezuelan strike up a conversation. Venezuelan tells me how he heard about me helping a Cuban guy, and wondered why I did that. Shrug and tell him, no clue, I just felt like I had to. Talk us about how the 2 white boys and the Brazilian bitch. Brazilian realizes he's talking shit about his people and starts chewing him out. Tell him to fuck off. He doesn't. Slam him in the jaw and he hits the floor. Paramedics see 2 kids on the floor, one bleeding and one covered in his own drool and foam. My face went. Venezuelan says Brazilian tried to punch me and I defended myself. Brazilian is suspended for a couple of days. Venezuelan is sent to hospital, and I'm called a hero by the class. Redneck girl hugs me, and Hispanic guy thanks me. Doesn't say anything in fear of looking autistic. Nods and walks away autistically. My first home race war has begun, thanks to me being a hothead jackass. Beginning of junior year. Fights are more common, but the war is still unnoticed by the faculty. Get a freshman girlfriend. Blonde, taller than me, hot as hell, theatre nerd. Bit of an aspie, but it's highly noticeable. Girlfriend is a Brazilian who hates Brazilians, who is now dating one of their least favourite Cuban guys. You'll see why I said one of in a bit. Absolute blasphemy.png. Take her out on a movie date. After a while convincing her parents I had good intentions. She and I planned to fuck in the back of the theatre. My face went. As we were walking into the theatre, I realised I forgot to buy drinks. Babe, I forgot to buy drinks. Find us a seat while I get them, please? Kisses my cheek, smiles, and walks into the theatre while I turn around to grab our drinks. Get in line. I notice 3 buff senior Brazilians talking to some of the guys at the front. I get a bad feeling.ra. Gets drink as they walk in, and they see me. They move aside, at first, but are noticeably following me and pointing. Figures I can hide in the theatre. As I turn the corner, I sprint to the room, and rush to the right one. I sit with her, and she looks concerned. Anand, are you okay? Yeah, I just figured I wouldn't waste time. They walk in. Fuck, all kinds of shit. They were gonna kick my ass. Fuck it, gonna die anyways. Stand up and walk to them, as my girl looks on. She stares in horror as they kick my ass. The 2 managers had to handle them. We all get kicked out due to causing a scene. My first one girl didn't dump me after that. The next day, I'm telling my friends what happened. The divide has clearly been drawn. It was blacks, rednecks, and spics against the ghetto whites and the flavier fags. A set of redneck twins pipe up, saying that they'll kick their asses. Not worth it, guys. It'll only get us in trouble. 2 black guys walk into the conversation, after hearing the Brazilian side, and hearing from the twins from afar. The fuck you say, bitch? Brazilians are watching as the black guy gets up in the female twin's face. Male twin punches him. Fuck. Brawl ensues, and the redneck surprisingly wins, but the niggas tell us that they want no part in dealing with us anymore, if we let shit like that happen. Brazilians audibly laughing as they see them bail. My face and more fucking Flavia fags. Be me. Still the same pseudo-autistic male at 5'8", with a hot but somewhat aspy GF at 5'10". Near the end of junior year, I go to talk to my Cuban bro from the first post about the split of the niggers. Cuban bro is now a 5'11" senior, going by the title of Stefan Castro, since he was the only one who was actually born in Cuba, leading the Cubans to victory. Well, fuck. We needed them to keep our asses safe. Our redneck brethren begin defending the Eurofags from the niggers and Flaviofags after the incident. Eurofags say that they'll help us if we need anything. Fast forward. 1 week before seniors leave, Stephen passes the control of our fellow Cubans to me, warns me not to get involved with the rednecks' drug dealings, or the Eurofags' drunken bullshit, as it will mess shit up for me. Agreed. Next day at lunch, all hell breaks loose. Seniors planned a water balloon fight, but the Flaviofags and the niggers decided to use it as a chance to attack the Cubans, Eurofags, and rednecks one last time. Fight was supposed to take place with balloons from the school, behind the school, overseen by some assistant principals. Niggers smuggle in some syrup-filled water balloons, and Flaviofags sneak in some bottles of sriracha sauce at A1. Anyone who isn't one of them has no idea how much of a shitstorm this will be. Sitting with girlfriend, redneck twins, a British Slav, and an Asian. The Asians wanted no parts in our fights, except this one girl, due to her ex being one of the ghetto white boys, and a petite emo girl who usually watched the fights for amusement, and dressed like a slutty Harley Quinn on the daily. Relaxing in chorus room, which is typically considered our safe house from the niggers and Flaviofags. 2 niggers come through the front door, with a Brazilian who I punched sophomore year, who ended up taking over the Flaviofag forces. I knew something was coming, but not how bad it was. They shoved the redneck dude out of his spot, who had a hard time not kicking the shit out of them, and looked at me and my girlfriend. Flaviofag, we'll call him JP, smirks. How's life going on? Me and my girl stare at him. The fuck do you need, JP? I just came here to say that I'm sorry for before, he said smugly. The emo chick and the Asian girl leave to watch from a distance. I didn't buy it. JP, you know that I can't stand you. Leave the table, amigo. Are you sure you want to say that? He snickers. Stop being a faggot and leave. Well, I just want to say, we was friends and shit! My face went shit at the fan. My face went, we was friends and shit. Right when JP said the words, hell indeed broke loose. Niggas swarmed the back door, while the Flaviofag stormed the front. They threw balloons at most of the Cubans, while saving the sauce for me and my friends to do more damage. You fucking what, did I so? 3 of the biggest Flaviofags surrounded my girlfriend and the female redneck twin, spraying their faces with fucking sriracha, and calling them whores and laughing, while the rest are spraying me and my friends with A1 and sriracha. Me, redneck twin, and Slav had enough, and start fucking mauling these guys. Redneck chokes one out, Rusky slams the other into a wall. Even though I had no clue why he did it, but goddamn, he was a fucking legend after this. And I was slamming the head of the guy who was talking shit to my girlfriend into a wall. My face and all I heard was the Harley Quinn knockoff yell, "Absolute chaos, motherfuckers!" as the teachers ran to get help, and the emos and rednecks came in to fight off more. Apparently, the emo girl texted one of her friends to come help us, and they warned the rednecks. It becomes a fucking madhouse, with rednecks and emos beating down on Brazilians, Slavs and niggers duking it out, and Cubans trying to fight both of us at once. APs come in and stop the ensuing riot. They question us all about what happened, and shit is not looking good. Talk of the leaders, and everyone at a table being expelled, and the niggers getting away with it because don't do nothing, and fucking libtard principle. My first and all hope was lost, and the Cuban empire was crumbling, dragging the rednecks and Slavs with them. Then, they called the teacher, and shit flipped on his head. She told them how the niggers and Flaviofags flanked us and attacked first, how they intruded when we usually remain peaceful, 90% of the senior niggers and 50% of the senior Brazilians suspended, and missed the diploma. JP was expelled. Me and my friends get off nearly scot-free, with the only notable casualties, one of the redneck twins getting suspended on the count of a vape pen that fell out of his pocket during the fight, a Puerto Rican with a busted nose, and an emo dude for not quitting after they told him to. Cuban sophomore invites our people over to his place for a party to celebrate our victory. The rest of the year was relatively calm. Senior year. Race war is dead, but Brazilians are treated like ass for what they've done. 1488.exe. Same girlfriend from before comes out as wanting to be a man. My face went, traps aren't that gay. Wrong. My first one dated him for a year, before he cheated with another trans dude. Redneck twins, Slav, an Asian girl, emo removed, They stopped talking to us over the summer, due to being too lazy to keep with us with long distance communication. All still good friends, and supportive of me for dating who I am. Redneck twins offered to smoke with me, and others. Declined, cause I was still beta as hell, despite previous shit. Understand. But tell the offer is still there if I want. Them and I still talk to this day. Slav gave me a pin that he bought at a fair, to commemorate our brotherhood, in case we stopped talking one day. Still have it, I might post a pic of it tomorrow. Haven't heard from him since we left. Asian girl and I talked throughout college, and even shagged a few times. Sadly, I'm friend zoned now. I never got to get vids, cause she was so damn cautious, but it was good shit. Asian pushy works wonders, lads. As for the Cuban Empire, I left my younger brother, who was a freshman, when I became a senior. I told him that if the Brazilians gave him shit, to fuck them all up. He called me an autist, and told me it wouldn't happen, and that the stories were fake. Last I heard, he realized I was right. In uni now, second year. God, I miss those days. This ends the tale of how I toppled the Flavia Fag Empire. And let one thing be known. If I catch any more nigs of Flavia Fags fucking out with my fellow Spics, my Slavic brothers, or my redneck mates, well, prepare for the Cuban Empire to fuck you cunts up.